Turn 1 Curse Scroll from Gleicher.
Fran asked if I played the survival version of Rector. I have not, or the combo one. I have not tried it. Something
Ooh,
I
nice.
should look into.
That's a nice swamp.
All right.
Rebecca Gway Dark Ritual, Ravenous Rats.
That's not the most exciting lead off of your Dark Ritual, but
We still got 3 more mana to spend here.
my guess is this might be a bottomless pit after this.
I can only hope. That's all I want.
But that also...
Is that good, though?
No, given what you've seen, like, I don't think... I mean, Nick can't do anything about a curse scroll, but, like, I think David is fine if that's the situation.
What is the Skittering Skirge?
That would be much worse. Well, it depends on how quickly you can get a curse scroll online. But, yeah, okay, I can see that.
There was a lot of elves today. Yeah, we'll call it elves. It's like red-green, rampy. There's a symbiote in it, you know, survival. Goblins.
Okay.
Machine Head. No Dark Rituals. Oh, it's a second rat he followed it up with. Sorry, and it's going to discard a rat.
So, are you a portal rat or an invasion rat? I guess
Portal rat.
See, I'm an invasion rat.
I love portal rat.
I don't know which one this brings up.
Not.
But
Are you an Urza's Destiny rat?
no, I just like that invasion guy. I guess it's not going to show, obviously.
Yeah, my guy.
On those scrolls.
Oh, he followed it up with a rack.
Okay, okay.
That's good. I think that's
Okay.
a perfectly reasonable opening.
Yeah.
Rat, rack.
Yeah.
Rats on rack.
So definitely attention here that if you want your curse scroll online, you have a few cards in hand, and then the rack is dealing your damage. So David's kind of gonna have to think about like how these are gonna play out.
And how about another rat?
There are
And then another rat.
there are 5 rats on this board. Well,
It's a complete infestation.
yeah.
All right. I mean, I'm swinging here. I'm doing it. Yeah, Fran. Portal rat.
Okay, so David trades 1 rat. Then we have a Cabal
Therapy. What's he naming? Withered Wretch, howdy no!
I don't think he named Spawning Pool. Well, obviously he can't, but...
He's got a sack rat here to get the Withered Wretch, right?
You don't have...
I don't know.
Yeah, you pretty much do.
You know, I don't know if I block his rat if I have a Therapy in my hand. Maybe he just drew it, but...
Well, you mean Nick was the one who attacked with the...
No. Oh, yeah, you're right.
So you don't think you would necessarily attack.
Maybe not.
But he still had an extra rat lying around, so... Nick's swamps are on point. Good Mirage one. I like the revised ones, too.
I mean, I guess I would Therapy before attacking.
All right, we drew
There's
Mr.
a factory. That's real big.
So...
And
Scroll dealing
2. Yep.
Rack dealing 2. Really?
Rack deals 2, 18, 15.
But you could play the Spawning Pool.
Yeah. That spawning pool is going to be the real breaker.
It's a card here.
It's good against Ravenous Rat. Like, very good.
I mean, Curse Scroll's already pretty good against it, but...
but spawning pool. For 3 mana, you can... Never mind.
All right, so the last card is Duress in David's hand.
Wasteland's pretty good, though.
Yeah, but David does have the 4th mana source, so his Curse Scroll is still online.
True. If he makes the mistake of wastelanding the spawning pool, David can activate it and regenerate it.
Ooh, that is true, right? Like
you can't, it's hard to wasteland. You got to be careful of wastelanding spawning pool.
It's destroyed. Yeah,
it's
that
destroyed.
would be wild if that came
I love
out.
it. I hope that's a blunder I want to see.
That would be
not that I think that Nick's going to do that.
No, it's probably not even going to get targeted, but it'd be fun. So David's got him, like, he's got 2 cards and one of them is Duress. He might want to. Who's he attacking with this?
I think he's trying to draw him into the misplay.
Please, 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 please,
I think
please.
he's trying to draw him into the misplay.
Come
Just
on.
be real quiet. You sure you don't want to wasteland that?
Oh, I got so excited.
He's not taking the bait. He's been here before. All right, bottomless pit. It's pretty good here. Of course, Nick gets to stack it the way he wants, so he's gonna get 3 damage out of this rack.
Oh yeah, okay.
From here on in. Nick's got.
David does have 2 cards in hand right now.
Nick's got duelist life counters. That's pretty cool. That's true. But that's a perfect time to play bottomless pit.
Well, David could just not. Yeah, so this is upkeep.
Yep.
And now he's live to scroll.
Oh, now
if he
we
wants. But
Yep.
then
But
you're never committing to the board.
but he's never
Yeah.
gonna start doing 3, right? I mean, I guess David could just not play anything else.
Yeah, if he
But
draws,
then
if he draws
nothing
a
gets-
threat, if he draws a threat, it can be on the board, and then he loses his card, and then he's
Yeah.
upkeeping. Like
If nothing gets played from here on
yeah.
out, though, Nick wins.
Okay.
He's up 4 life, which is kind of
It's arguably
important. It's probably it's kind of the only thing that matters.
because the curse scroll can.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, he's up 2 life. But as soon as it does 3, it starts like really gaining.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard for David to do more than 2 damage in a turn.
I agree.
He can't remove the rack.
I guess he has Shades, Withered Wretch, and Hypnotic Specters. Like
Yeah.
those are all like very fine draws. So I can tell you what he's not doing. He's not going to be attacking the spawning pool right now. It's not his time. I mean, I guess he already did. So
He was just trying to get into this play.
I think so.
I think so.
Oh my gosh! I
respect it. What's happening?
I like how I just say that won't happen again, and it just did. So
Why is he attacking with that when he can curse scroll?
well, he's got 2 cards in hand.
Oh,
right?
he does? Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. But why didn't he just scroll instead of... I mean, I guess he might have
50,
drawn
50
something.
thing.
He could draw something good. Big pickup with this factory.
Okay, Duress is down.
The other thing is... rack damage is free. Like, all of David's damage he has to pay for.
Yeah.
You know?
God, this is a spot where, I thought I liked David's list in the matchup, but now this.
I never thought I'd want to say that I wish I was pit rack, but...
But here we are.
But here we are. Rubs his hands. That means he didn't draw anything good.
Swamp, not the card you wanted.
All right.
It's always interesting, like, well, I guess, never mind, there's a pit in play. I was to say, keeping cards in your hand because of, like, curse scroll, but obviously.
And David's going to discard, take 3, get a 6.
The clock is ticking
6
for
to
David,
12.
and I don't.
I think he drew a Withered Wretch there. You can swing the Mishras in, trade with another Mishras for now. Next turn, he can't make that play. Looks like David's going to give Nick game 1.
Spawning pool cannot close the distance.
Bottomless Pits
All right.
is just a game away from winning this Misty Mountain tournament.
Pit rack with pits.
Pit rack with pits. We called the other deck Pitiless Rack, Fran. When Fran's chatting, I feel like he's the only one watching. I talk directly to him.
There's plenty of times like I'm watching streams and I'm just one, if I'm watching on my phone, it's a pain to type, so I'm just not very chatty. So there's definitely people just hanging out there. So why everyone just put just say hi if you're just kind of watching, kind of lurking out there. It's not just Fran. I want to see a bunch of highs in the chat. So even if you're on your phone, just take a moment, type 2 letters, and hit enter.
16 Dark Rituals in this top 7, but only 8 remain.
So, they only lost because they had to.
It's 4th edition Dark Ritual versus Mercadian Mass Dark Ritual.
I think it's revised from David, right?
It might be revised, yeah.
I would say.
The other decks were one was Tempest Dark Ritual, and we're gonna have to check the tape what the which Dark Ritual was
Tempest.
Was your opponent playing? Was
I
he
think
the
it
one
was.
playing
I think it was
Tempest?
Mercadian.
Oh, you think there were two Mercadian?
It might have been Mirage.
I thought he was playing some ridiculous looking one.
Mirage.
I like the Mirage one.
I do too. I like that one.
It's a good deep cut Dark Ritual, I think.
I like that one. But the one that's on his desk is a Mercadian Mass. So
Yeah.
Are there other ones?
Some of
in
those
here?
right in front of me.
There's just cards everywhere. So
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna
me.
look. Ooh, a Lumbering Satyr.
Indentured Djinn.
Hunted Wumpus.
I was searching through some Arcadian Mass recently. Pulled these goodies out.
Nope. Those are the only Mercadian ones in DK's pile. So
Tarot, Chuck Murdoch, welcome to the chat.
see, look at all these people. You can't just
David
assume
L. Byer.
you can't assume it's just Fran. I mean, we like Fran, but there's other people.
All right, I'm only talking to David L. Byer now. Hey, David, how you doing? How's your day been going? You're watching our finals.
Oh yeah, we should update that.
Thanks, David. No one else told me that. I'm glad I have you here now. All right, and it's
So I want to know, chat. Are you cheering for someone, or is it just like? And is it because of the person? Is it because of the deck? Or is it because of spawning pool? Because it should be because of spawning pool, but.
spawning pool. It's like that gets a spice award from this finals.
I can say I think everyone at least this game is probably cheering for David so that we can go to a third, right? Like
Yeah.
That's
I
what
would.
we
I mean, we just want to watch more Dark Rituals and Hypnotic Specters fly.
Ooh, in Barbados.
Barbados.
See, everyone all over
That's
the
pretty
world.
cool. Do they play Premodern in Barbados? Is there a scene?
Do you think either of these players have played like this quasi mirror very much?
Probably not.
Well, I would say it's not. An
I have another
unpopular deck.
question.
Well, other than especially today, it was very popular.
I have a question for you.
Yeah,
Should David have taken the draw?
it seems weird in your Dark Ritual deck, but
I mean, all the discard spells are 1-for-1 pretty much.
yeah, but Hypnotic Specter or Arena on turn 1 is very powerful, or even like a Withered Wretch. I don't know. My gut says no. Are you? Is this a hypothetical, or do you think you would choose a draw?
I could see it. I think I could see it. I mean, what are you afraid of happening? You know, I think the extra card might be kind of critical.
Well, I might be afraid of my opponent going Ritual Hypnotic Specter. Not that you can do that very much about that on the draw.
Yeah,
other than Hypnotic.
Yeah, and I think that's part of it is there's not a lot of answers. We can look at the sideboards here.
Sideboards are rather whelming.
Rather irrelevant.
There's no. I mean, there's.
Weirdly, they didn't come gunning for Mono Black.
I don't know. I don't know what the Mirror Breaker is.
Dark Ritual.
It's Thrashing Wumpus.
I just want to say to Fran that the player who opened on double Dark Ritual won that game.
So we have Ritual. Oop. Phyrexian Arena is going to be named with Ritual Rat.
Oh, and David's got a weak one here, but it's a lot of lands. And if you remember my Magic lesson earlier,
So I have a question.
lands are good.
Would you ever Cabal Therapy before you Rat? Because in theory, like if David had 2 arenas, he might discard one. I mean, it seems very unlikely, right? But like, wouldn't you want to name Or do you think them?
I
just,
think
do you think
ratting gives you information.
them discarding a card gives them more likely of what they have?
Yeah, I think I'm personally more likely. I would think I'm more likely to hit with a Cabal Therapy after resolving a Ravenous Rat. I mean, it's not every time that you're going to hit, but that it's going to matter. But I think there are discards that could tip me off to what else is in their hand.
Okay. On turn 1, I think that makes sense. Later in the game, I might want to do it the other way around, though. Because there might be a point
There's
where
a Smother. That's a big one.
might be a point where they want to keep land in their hand.
I love Nick's Swamp choice. That's a good one. I like gold swamps.
Okay.
It's not the gold swamp I play, but it's a good one.
So, Curse Scroll.
Duress comes up empty, but finds a Hypnotic Specter.
But it's kind of weird to commit a Hypnotic Specter against a potential Curse Scroll. How many cards are in Nick's hand?
I think like 3.
Okay, he's
I
going
wanna
to...
say.
Okay. That seems somewhat safe. This also is an interesting situation. So, if there's... Are there 2 cards? Okay.
How about a little rack?
So, yeah, I was to say, because you have a coin flip of activating the scroll and killing the Hypnotic Specter, but if you miss, then you lose that card.
Yeah, and he has a Smother in his hand.
Yeah, but like, it's a 50-50 for you to like get a free removal spell, but it's pretty bad if you miss. This is the safe play, which makes sense.
I used to look at pit rack decks and like tell them to cut all the racks they could for more Curse Scrolls. And I feel like I'm being proven wrong there. Better in the mirror doesn't necessarily mean that much, though. All right, Wasteland on the Mishras. And
we'll add another Mishra's.
Yep, more Mishra. Classic. I guess Summer's the oldest one in the set. All right.
So this is a Curse Scroll and a turn?
Yeah, I think so.
And it was a miss? Is that what it was?
I think that's what happened.
I didn't see any life totals change.
He took a damage from the rack, yeah, and he's still at a pristine 20.
So David's kind of walk this line of keeping pressure off from the rack, but then also applying pressure.
Do you think we'll see one of my favorite interactions, the Dark Ritual Curse Scroll when he attacks with the Mishra? I like the attack, though. Make him do something.
I mean, this is pretty safe. I mean, I guess if it gets smothered, that's unfortunate, but...
Did he not play a land?
Correct. I think he's worried about the rack.
Ah.
So he's...
Makes sense.
Trying to relieve the pressure there. This is kind of one of those things where, because there are so many discard spells in Nick's list, that plan can kind of go south with like Ravenous Rats and
yeah. When I'm discard, I'm hoping they don't play their stuff.
Yeah. So
I have beaten countless rack decks by just not playing anything for a few turns. Try back up.
Yeah. All right, well, David's going to move forward with the Duress here. He's going to see Hypnotic Specter and Bottomless Pit. So Bottomless Pit is the option to take. It's going to leave Hypnotic Specter, which isn't a super threatening card because I think David probably can turn his Curse Scroll online pretty quick. I mean, it might be the cost of like going onto the rack, but yeah, big deal that Nick is not at 3 mana.
Yeah, I think I don't know, Fran. I think Nick might be in or David looks pretty good here.
Okay, so adding a Mishra's Factory Hypnotic Specter on the table. Now, so now David kind of needs to
Take one from the rack. 'Cause it's down to 2 cards.
So this is a tricky situation of whether you want how you can get your curse scroll online, but then you're also taking damage from the rack.
Yeah. Quite the pickle. You can just take a little damage from the rack, kill the specter. I mean, just playing a land lets him attack with the factory, offer the trade, and then he can like 50% chance to kill the specter.
I don't think I would risk my Mishra's Factory for the Hypnotic Specter because a curse scroll would be able to.
Oh, is this Graveborn Muse?
Ooh, it's Drain Life.
Drain Life for 2. That's big.
Let me take all your life.
That's going to bring David up to 16.
I mean, that extra 2
down
life,
to 1 card.
Extra 2 life could be a factor in this match, too.
Why would I scroll on upkeep? So if you draw,
well, you have Factory, so...
Yeah, if you draw land, though, you can, like, attack with a factory, too.
Yeah, but you can do that afterwards, then. But if you don't draw a land, then you might be able to play, like, Withered Wretch.
Fair. It's very unlikely. Like, he has 1 card, so he can't kill it. Probably. Makes sense.
Yeah, the ability to keep Nick under 3 mana for his Curse Scroll allows David to be more aggressive with these cards. I guess, so... But he's always got to figure out how the rack interacts with damage. Because that's the real clock he's facing.
The Black Mirror.
Alright, we got 2 mana. Is it a Withered Wretch? It's a Nantuko Shade. That's even more exciting, right?
I was gonna say it's a Ravenous Rat because I feel like it's the only creature that ever gets cast this matchup.
Oh, this is a way that Dark
Ritual.
Oh, Ritual, and that'll turn
Scroll
a first
it.
scroll online.
Name Ravenous Rat.
That Ravenous Rat being a removal spell. That hurts. That hurts for David.
Yeah.
Do you think he drew the ritual, or did he draw the rat?
I think he might have drawn the rat. Like,
yeah. Otherwise, he would have played it last turn.
Yeah.
Does the information about a rat there change anything too? Because it does make it a little bit harder to stay above the rack when you add a discard. Oh, all right. Cabal Therapy, I'll take it out.
Yep. I love how face up this matchup is. Like it's it's like a given of like semi chess.
Yeah.
like,
All right.
like there's a lot of perfect information and then a little bit of imperfect information now and then.
Yeah. So Nick has found his 3rd mana in a swamp. He's with no cards in hand, and David has 1 swamp. So he'll be able to draw a card and scroll. I guess I would wait to do this. I guess this gives him the option if he doesn't want to cast a spell. Okay, so we're dealing 4. And David might
This
be...
is where my opponent always draws the second Mishra.
Yeah.
Every time. They're like 80% my opponent is to draw Mishra's Factory right there. I say that because then he gets to just tap it and pump it.
Yeah, that makes the Curse Scroll a poor removal spell, which is like a huge spot.
It's like I'm already... Like,
I mean, it's otherwise it was a 2-turn clock.
Yeah.
And here, now we're dealing with a 4-turn clock.
Yeah. Now there's like interesting situation where like David can't attack because if he does, his guy gets scrolled.
Well, I would
But if
say
he doesn't attack, then Nick gets to scroll him, and
yeah.
then he also has
I mean,
rack
at some
going.
point he might just have to use the factory just to
Just gain 2 life.
yeah. So,
Yeah. It's kind of like a weird burn matchup.
It is, yeah.
Pretty interesting. I think both players playing it pretty well.
Well, it's definitely super interactive. Like the tension of the rack has just changed how this match is played. Like David has to be super.
There it is. Graveborn Muse. My girl.
Smother is shown. That is an activation of Curse Scroll. It's not. We're not casting it since it doesn't have any targets.
Smother notably cannot target Graveborn.
Graveborn Muse is a little too big, a little too expensive.
A haymaker in the black on black matchup
I mean,
in black mirrors.
it deals damage to you, but also could get you above the rack, but also makes your Curse Scroll a little bit worse. So it's a weird.
So the way upkeeps go is your effects go on the stack, then your opponents go on the stack on top of them. So if there's something like a rack or something, and you have a Graveborn Muse, you will always take the rack damage before you draw your extra card from the Graveborn Muse. So you just kind of get nugged for an unfair extra point of damage every turn.
But a 3/3 body is actually really big here, so.
It is. It is super good. And now he's at 3 cards, so he's out of the rack. It's just his Muse against a Curse Scroll. I think this is where you definitely use your factory to gain that life.
Yeah, I mean, this seems like a situation where you have some leverage. Like the game stalling out kind of thing is actually good because you're dealing 3 damage. You get an extra card, so you take a little bit less from the rack eventually. But because the game probably will not go too many more turns, right?
Nope. It's 6 to 8.
Was it 6? I was thinking it was 9.
That's a 6.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a lot less than it.
Yeah,
there's a big difference.
it's a really tight game. David gonna be getting a guaranteed point of damage next turn from his 3/3 Phyrexian Arena, which also makes it better than Phyrexian Arena. If he would have drawn, really wishes he would have drawn a Mishra's Factory. If he can spike like a lucky scroll.
Does Nick have any zombies he can put into play? Skittering Skirge isn't a zombie, is it?
Skittering Skirge is not a zombie.
Phyrexian. That was it, because.
Because his zombies do.
Because the Graveborn Muse sees both sides.
If he brought in his Withered Wretch, he could do that.
Which I think you should bring it in.
I think it's fairly likely he has Withered Wretch in his deck right now. Although I guess he has fewer dead cards than.
Okay.
He only has 1 Snuff Out.
So you think it's just the lack of dead cards?
He's going to address the Smother. He scrolled him down to 2 to 4.
Attack for 5.
But
so a scroll on upkeep.
Yeah,
scroll end of turn,
he can
scroll
scroll
on
end of turn, scroll on the upkeep.
So I think.
And I think he's going to scroll him down to 2. He's going to play his rack, but it's not going to be enough because David has him locked. What a game.
Yep,
This is so cool.
Curse scroll, and I'll do it the upkeep. Oh, the game 2 handshake, right?
I believe so.
I mean,
Wait. That was game 2, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that was game 2.
I'm doubting myself.
Yeah, Yeah.
It was just the handshake that threw me off.
Yeah. The game 2 handshake always throws me off too.
Those are always matches that's just like when it's a really good game. Like that's I think usually
Yeah.
what it is like it's just an instinct of like that game was great. Like that was
That was
really good
that
Magic.
was super good.
And,
yeah, I love. Yeah, that might be like my
kinda-
favorite game I watched all day.
Yeah. Yeah, he did find a third land, but I think it got wastelanded, and then to find that the additional third land took a really long time. But
All I know is Fran's been wrong both these games. First game, David turned one scroll. He's like, scroll, he's got it. David can't lose.
I thought
And
he
then
said
Nick double ritual.
no, but he said at one point he thought Nick was way ahead, and we said
Yeah, that was later, but
Yeah.
like early in the game, he was like, "Oh, scroll, that's a mirror breaker."
okay.
And then this game,
You just
it was the opposite. He's like, this game, he was like, scroll and rack, no way you can lose.
yeah. Yeah, scroll did win.
It kind of did, yeah.
I mean, it was very pivotal in winning that game.
But you said that the scroll and the rack together were going to take the game easily. True or false? No. You said they both had scroll the whole time, and you said Nick was going to win. He did have scroll. Oh yeah. Fair. Can they hear us? What? Is that
I don't
what they said? I'm just poking the bear here.
I guess
friend.
I'll go check to see how.
I think the real hero was Graveborn Muse. I mean, what a card.
A lot of it's kind of face up, but yeah, they can kind of hear us. So
Oh, okay.
I guess maybe we just change like either the volume on our commentary or just kind of talk a little bit more. I don't know.
We're gonna be real quiet now.
The golf.
Luckily, my mic's good. So
How's-
turn us up a little bit because we're gonna be whispering. So they don't hear us.
ASMR.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, welcome.
Oh.
I don't know if that even hurt anything. A little bit shuffling. I think this is what everyone tuned in
Welcome
for.
to your ASMR finals. This isn't the first time we've done this either.
I do remember, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it gets a little bit quiet when everyone leaves, so.
All right. This will be the deciding game in our Midsummer Revel.
So chat, we just want some confirmation if we are still, like, it's easy to hear us.
Yes. Can you hear us? Fran, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Fran?
I would say I still see the audio going up and down, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're okay. And if we're not, they can turn us up.
Ooh, we sound like a sexy audiobook.
Yeah. I think I can turn the
I would say I wouldn't mess with that
I
either.
think if
but-
I turn this up a little bit,
I mean, those
that
are.
ends up louder
I would say-
in their ears.
It is ASMR Premodern, so we're gonna start the Cabal Therapy here. I mean, in the dark, you could name Curse Scroll here. I mean, we've named Phyrexian Arena in the past. We didn't use the same sheet of paper, so maybe that's an indication that we're going for something else.
Maybe it's gonna say Graveborn Muse because he got burned by the last
Yeah.
round. Is that Dark Ritual?
I think so.
That's it. It's gonna be a
miss.
Cabal Therapy, not the first Cabal Therapy and Dark Ritual we've seen today. It's gonna miss. But don't you feel a little safer when your opponent doesn't have Dark Ritual in their hand?
We'll see now, David.
Fran Pavlicek.
I think David can, unless he just drew a Dark Ritual. I
That
think
would
you
be
lead off with.
insane.
I think you lead off with Duress, because there's no. Is there a creature you might be afraid of? That would be a reason to play Cabal Therapy in the spot, but I don't think there's.
Duress.
I think I take the rack.
I would also take the rack.
I mean, just the game is completely different with that card in play.
Yeah, I
on
mean,
the last
I'm
game.
not afraid of that bottomless pit.
I mean, there might have even been a
The-
reason
I mean-
for Nick to play the rack on turn one.
He does have, yeah. Maybe, do you think he should have played the rack in turn one? I don't think so, because I think a Dark Ritual start is pretty strong.
That's fair.
He does get free reign with this Cabal Ritual, or Cabal Therapy. What do you think?
You can't really capitalize it from here. I mean, you didn't know the hand before, but
I think I take Smother here, but maybe it's...
Is he taking
maybe
Ravenous
it's gonna be
Rats?
the rat. I also think
Okay. That's really good.
I personally think it was the wrong play to play the swamp, because if he therapies,
No, there's a Wasteland that's face up. I think it's definitely right to.
well, if he therapies and sees two of the same card, doesn't he want to play his
Okay.
factory
I guess
and sacrifice it to
okay, so you
hit
just
two cards?
don't play the swamp right away, like pre-combat or pre-Cabal Therapy. That makes sense. But I would say, like, you might want to give yourself the option to cast Boundless Pit
Yeah,
here.
I know if he sees two Smothers, he's going to want to name Smother with his Cabal.
Well,
He would
a card
wanna,
like Smother, you can kind of wait, because like you could wait to play
yeah, that's fair.
creature, and kind of have it hang out in their hand for a while.
I guess it doesn't make sense to therapy naming Smother with a factory, because they could just,
Sure.
you know,
All right, so we're
Therapy it
gonna opt,
anyway.
We're gonna opt
They could-
to Ravenous Rat here. I think I get rid of Cabal Therapy.
yeah, therapy is doing a little less with no hand.
I don't really want to use a Smother on this Ravenous Rat, but
Definitely not. But I don't like it either. Tick, rat, tick, tick, ticking away.
and would
Chittering.
you do have an
my
option
life
of
total.
like, do
every-
you use
for
this
one
Wasteland
every
right
turn.
away, because it could deny a Curse Scroll activation? Yes, you do.
Yes, you do. And from there, we might see a Smother on this rat, Michael.
I guess if when Nick is under,
Yeah, Smother it.
oh, okay, it did get Smother right away.
There's a Wasteland.
So is there any
Nick.
merit of like keeping that card in your hand, like
The Smother?
tricking? No, the Wasteland, because of like if they like Duress or Cabal Therapy or something. And like, I guess
Yeah.
it's really bad against Ravenous Rat.
He has one more card in his hand, right? Or does he?
No, I don't think he does.
Um,
I think it's better to play it, but that is.
I mean, it could get Ravenous Ratted out of his hand, and
Alright,
that would be
yeah, that
completely
would be
unacceptable
Really,
to
really
happen.
bad. So now this Curse Scroll's online.
He does have or he just drew that.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I guess if it's a Hypnotic Specter, that might be the only other
Mhm.
card that I might be willing to play. I guess also, I think I would have killed it right away, right? Because now David has the option to get rid of a Cabal Therapy. And you could have denied them that option.
Yeah.
And that is what we're going to see happen.
Notably, Fran is not making any blanket statements on the outcome of this game,
I think he's just going to say that
even though it's quite clearly being
Curse Scroll is just
run
gonna
by
win.
Curse Scroll.
All right, we got Hypnotic Specter in place, so like this is a really good.
Yeah, those are
like
really
1/2.
Those are very big tap deck for Nick.
So I think the best card David could get here is Wasteland, and then Nick just doesn't draw mana.
Yeah.
But then you're getting hit with a Hypnotic Specter.
A Kolaghan's command would be perfect right now.
Yes. This is the first points of damage that ever dealt. It's like turn 8. Maybe it's not that long, but
Yeah, he could have got his wastelanded, but I think I mean
that's true.
there's more Ravenous Rats in his opponent's deck than Wastelands, right?
I mean, they don't
By
know
that-
deck lists.
by that rationale.
But maybe they suspect.
I don't know.
Well,
But if you the fundamental theorem of poker says that every time you make a play that is different than what
wait.
everything was face up. What's up?
We're activating Wasteland when David's Wasteland is untapped. I would say that does not seem. Okay, I think we're backing up. So, Curse Scroll has shown a Dark Ritual.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
gosh.
there's your tagger right
I think
there.
this is too
That
much
a
for David.
wreck. Yeah, that is gonna be.
He
David's
needs-
gotten so flooded this game.
He needs a
just
pernicious.
got
He
another
needs a
swamp.
pernicious deed. And yet,
So yeah, Nick Arrivo is going to win with Pit Rack with Pits, the classic game, the classic deck that everyone has loved forever in pre-modern.
Yeah.
Racks and bottomless pits.
well, I can say that I said I liked David's list in the mirror, and maybe I'm wrong. I think maybe the rack was very problematic.
The rack was kind of a banger. I mean, I do think Pitt's a little weak in the matchup, and they weren't played that often.
Sure. But yeah, I think the rack was like a big game changer here. Nick did get there. He had a Curse Scroll online, a Hypnotic Specter that was attacking, and then he drew the rack. And that was just way too much for David. David had just had 6 land or something and no cards. So yeah, Nick is our champion. Mm-hmm. He's the best Dark Ritual player. The best.
Yeah. He had the best Dark Rituals. He had the
Mercadian
Master Rituals,
okay,
which I do think look better than the revised ones, which in turn looked better than the Tempest ones.
All right.
Right?
Do we want to try and get the camera on? Are we going to get our champion back here?
Yeah.
Let's let him shuffle up, and then I'll let him know. But let's. So, is this your?
He did bring the Negator in. He
Round?
took out Edict.
Round camera. That's not it. Okay.
Yeah, the round camera kind of died on me.
I'm just looking. Which source is this?
It's round camera.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's this.
Okay. Oh, see, I'm thinking round like. Well, let me. Oh, I was thinking like round, like a round timer, but.
Maybe can we switch it off? If we switch it off, USB.
Cam link.
And then back to.
No, we broke everything, but.
We did.
No, we didn't. I'm joking. I will go.
Yeah, sorry, my camera died on me. If you unplug it and plug it back in, I think it works sometimes.
I'll try that, and then I'll go get our champion. So here.
You can either do it back. You
you.
can do it right here too.
Oh. Okay. Let's see if that works. Does that help at all? Well, the light's not on anymore, but I'll go get our champion. So.
Nick, do you want to come back here? Oh, sure, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep.
I mean, if we don't get a camera, we'll still get the audio. So.
No, I don't have it at all.
No, that's fine. Yeah, so they're, I think, taking a photo real quick, and then they're jumping back here. So.
Okay. We'll keep messing around and see if we can get the camera back.
Take a seat. I'll get out of your way.
Good.
We don't. Our camera's not working. So.
Oh, cool.
Nick,
That's all right. I'm not going to do this anyway.
Arrivo, is that?
It is.
Arrivo?
You could roll the R. But
Nick
you don't have to.
Arrivo is our champion. Unfortunately, my camera's not working, so you can't see how champion looking he looks. But
he is wearing mono black.
He's wearing black. He played black. This was like kind of a weird pre-modern event, but there were four Dark Ritual decks in the top 4.
16 copies of Dark Ritual,
Yeah.
all of which drove up from the city of Chicago today.
Really?
All
in the
4 of
top
you are
four.
Chicago people.
Yes.
Did your whole crew were you just playing a lot of pre-modern? You're like, actually these Dark Ritual decks beat everything.
We did not coordinate this.
Okay.
No, okay.
But we all landed on it independently.
But you did come into Madison and dominate our event.
Yeah, you guys.
I think this might be the first time a Chicago player's won.
Windy City Riders.
Yeah.
Are on the map.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you play a lot of pre-modern yourself?
Lately,
Yeah.
scaling it up a little bit. We've got kind of monthly meetups happening in Chicago.
Oh, nice.
Finally, so getting in a little bit, and
I've heard it was always more of a middle school.
seems
scene
seems
down
that
there.
way.
Did
It
you
seems
play
like that takes up a lot of the oxygen in the room.
Did you play a lot of middle school?
No, but I'm learning more about it. The prospect of like jamming Necropotence is very
Yeah.
tantalizing, so I might get started.
The mono black player likes the idea of
That's
casting
the one
Necropotence.
thing missing from this top 4 is 0 copies of Necropotence. Martin Berlin, if you're listening.
Have they mentioned how it's a much better format to you?
Sacrilege. What kind of stream is this?
So the mono black list you played, like, is that something that you always play? Is it something you feel like it's positioned really well? Like, what made you pick that deck for this tournament?
How did you and Pit Rack first meet?
Yeah,
Let's hear that story.
It's funny. I was going through Scryfall looking for 0 mana cards because they're generally kind of like busted or at least worth a look, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I stumbled on Gusta's Scepter.
Okay.
All right.
And I was intrigued by Gusta's Scepter
Uh-huh.
and built kind of a Pit Rack control creatureless deck to try and exploit Gusta's Scepter to the best of my ability. That didn't really pan out, but it got me into the kind of low resource pit-based gameplay, and I've been kind of a Pit Rack stan ever since.
Okay. How long have you been playing Pit Rack?
About a year now, I think. Yeah.
You seemed like super. You both seemed like really comfortable with all these black cards and playing them, and I thought all the sequencing in the finals was like pretty solid. I was like kind of like. I would direct people to watch the two of your match. I think like the second game especially. I know that's the one you lost. So.
Yeah, no,
But,
I think that was
I thought that was like one of the
gameplay.
best games I saw all day.
It was a cool finish too with the double scroll activation on the stack before the rack got him. That was neat.
Absolutely.
I kind of regret. I think I misplayed the beginning of the third game. I went for the kind of blind therapy to Dark Ritual, and I left open his duressing out my rack. And I think I just needed to get rack on the board early there. That would have closed the game out. Or the other thing I was thinking about, protecting my rack by naming Duress with that Cabal Therapy. And I didn't do that, but he duressed it away next turn, so it worked out in the end, but I think I could have played that better.
So have you played like the mono black? I mean, I know your lists are slightly different, but like, have you played this matchup a lot? And if you have, like, kind of what are your big takeaways of like what are the important things?
Were you guys all in the same car coming here too?
3 of us were.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Me and Jeff and Adam were all rolling up together this morning. I haven't played the matchup too much. I just don't see a lot of mono black. It's such a bizarre,
Could have got a lot of practice in today.
statistical aberration that it happened that way today. But I think one takeaway. I mean, the pit seemed to be a bit of a mirror breaker here. I think it was very effective in the games where it landed. And
no one listened to the stream.
We were really impressed by the rack. That felt like a very big card that like David really had to play differently.
I just didn't think
because of that card.
I didn't think Pit would be a big deal for this matchup. Can you explain that?
Gosh, I need to go and think back. Maybe you guys are right. You were watching it from here. It felt like when it resolved. I mean, maybe it's only because I had racks in play too. Okay. It just made the racks go, right? Like the rack on its own, he was able to stack up 3 cards and just keep pressure on. But the pit plus the rack, it's right there in the name for a reason, I think.
Yeah, they do work well together, don't they?
It was a big tension that like you had the rack in play and that like David had Curse Scroll, and so like he had to spend mana every turn to deal damage, but you kind of just were doing it naturally, and so you could kind of progress your game plan or do whatever you want while he like had his mana tied up the whole time, or he was like trying to keep cards in hand because of the rack and whatnot. So it felt like it really kind of like put him down a certain path that he.
Fran, shut your mouth. We're talking about bottomless pit being awesome, not one man artifacts. We all agree the one man artifacts are really good. All right.
Good.
Were there any like holes in your deck or things that you were kind of worried about? Like maybe that like you thought, hey, if I was at a different tournament, like I might want to change certain sideboard cards, or were you pretty happy with your 75?
I came into this tournament intentionally sort of punting the burn matchup. Okay. I had 0 sideboard cards for burn, no spinning darkness, nothing like that.
Looks like you lost to it.
I lost to burn once, yeah, and I didn't see a lot of it in the field, but I got unlucky in the second match. I think I would maybe devote a little more sideboard attention just to red in general.
So what cards are like from your experience are the best cards, sideboard cards against red?
Well, with this deck, there's not a lot of great. Like rats are the best card against red, I think. Just because it
gets rid of a card and puts a 1/1 in play, which
it's kind of functionally like a gain 6 life into red, basically. But I think I would want some number of spinning darknesses probably.
That we saw that in the other a lot of the other black decks that were in this top 8, and. I mean, they were a little bit awkward because it doesn't deal damage to a black creature. So in the mirror, it's kind of awkward.
A good mirror card.
Maybe it has some merit because of Mishra's Factory. I mean, it is a pretty important card, but the other decks had it and you didn't. But But yeah, I guess if you're concerned about red, that might be a card you want to play.
It was a favorable field today, though.
Okay.
You know,
A lot of elves.
Yeah.
Looked like, and little green creatures, and Habodex, and I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, what scares me the most with this deck, other than burn, is just like mid-range stupid green beaters, honestly, because the top deck quality of individual cards is just high, and they recur threats, and just like Call of the Herds and even like Balos and stuff like that, Tusker, stuff like that is tough to deal with.
Tusker.
Yeah.
So what was your top 8 road? The first round you played against
It was Stasis.
Stasis. That was Ricky Thorson, who a previous champion. I think he might be our only double champion, but maybe he hasn't only won it once. I don't know. He's been in the finals. He's been in the finals at least once.
Okay.
Maybe twice. He's like, and then top 4. So that's pretty good beating Stasis, but that's probably a pretty good matchup for Pit Rack.
Yeah, it wasn't terribly hard. It's a terrible matchup for him. So.
Then round 2, top 4 was versus.
I was against my brother Adam.
The Suture Ghoul.
The Suture Ghoul deck. Yeah.
We call it Tin Fins, but
that's your brother.
Yeah. My figurative brother.
Okay.
My
your brother
Chicagoan.
your brother in Premodern.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that's another tough matchup for him. I think he was actually undefeated on the day, except against mid-range black discard.
Yeah,
decks.
3 losses.
You lost 3 times to Mono Black.
To the rest of the Chicago top 4.
I guess I don't know. You just you gotta prepare for Mono Black. You know, it's one of the 5 colors, and people are bound to just throw all those cards in one deck. Why wouldn't they? You know. Sorry.
And then we saw the finals with the Quasi Mirror. On paper, I thought I mean maybe I misread it, but I thought I liked David's list. I thought Nantuko Shade could be a really big player, and the time we saw it, you were able to Dark Ritual out a card and then kill it with Curse Scroll, and then it just didn't do anything. And on paper, I thought I liked David's list, but I think we underestimated the rack in this matchup, or maybe in combination with the Bottomless Pit too. But.
And he didn't see any Phyrexian Arenas, I think. I don't know how many he was playing.
I think he had one in the main and one on the board.
Yeah, because that to me was what I kept kind of blind therapying for the arena, because that to me felt like something I could not deal with.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, it certainly goes against if your plan is to Bottomless Pit, that is a natural counter to. And granted, a lot of your cards are discard spells anyway, so it is a very good card in the matchup. Yeah. There are certain spots when you're too far behind and it can't do anything, but early game it can just change a matchup.
Going into watching that last match, I really underestimated the rack. I knew I thought it'd be good in the matchup, but it did seem better than a lot of David's threats.
Okay.
And yeah,
we need 4 more of them. Wheel of Torture is right there.
Yeah.
Probably not worth a look, but I've tried.
Yeah.
I've tried a Soul Land build to get myself to 8 racks to, scale up to 3 mana for the Wheel of Torture. Not really worth it.
My question on Dark Rituals. So did you find yourself more often ritualing out a Bottomless Pit or Hypnotic Specter, or was it pretty often that you would kind of just go Ritual into Duress into Rats or something? Or I guess we saw a lot of times where you went Rats and then Cabal Therapy. I guess what is more common for the lines for the deck?
Yeah, it depends on the matchup. If I'm playing into red or something with Plow, I will typically not, if I have any other line, turn 1 Ritual into a Hippie, because that's just an automatic 2-for-1 most of the time. I had one game today against Elves, I think, where the coast was clear because it's Elves, where the turn 1 Ritual Hippie kind of carried the match.
Okay.
My most frequent turn 1 Ritual abuse is going to be the Ravenous Rats Therapy flashback to get 4 cards out of their hand.
So given that that game 1 is kind of important, did you know what your opponents were playing when you sat down in a lot of your matchups, from just seeing people around, or were you kind of in the dark most of the time?
Yeah, I was in the elimination matches. I knew because we were open archetypes.
Yep.
So I knew what I don't think I needed to therapy blind on turn 1 in any of those matches, but I would have had something to go on, and I had an idea. I try to think. That's one of the questions I ask myself, kind of going into a match, is what is my blind therapy target in this matchup?
Okay.
In the preliminary games, I didn't have that information, or at least I tried to play like I didn't have that information.
Sure.
It feels a little cheesy, to spy on somebody.
I know it's a lot of times I'll look at the player and okay, what are they wearing? What is their play mat? And then by the time I sit down, I'm like, oh man, I know I saw you, but I don't remember what you're playing. So a lot of times all my mental work doesn't pay off. So
is Dark Ritual the best card in Premodern?
Ravenous Rats is the best card. in
Ravenous
Modern.
Rats. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there were a lot of Ravenous Rats in this top four as well.
Okay, if you had access to all the arts of Ravenous Rats, so there's Urza's Destiny, Invasion, and then Portal. Because so you had.
I was playing the Invasion
Invasion
ones,
one,
and I
okay.
think I would have gone to the Destiny ones, actually. I like them more now that I've spent some time with these. I don't...
Do we need to dig up? Do you have Urza's Destiny sorted? Can we get him? Can we have him walk away with some?
I
Or
can give you a playset probably.
Oh, it's so sweet of you guys. Thank you. They're
Yeah.
cuter, right? They're more cuddly.
I'm a fan of the Invasion ones, but he likes the Portal ones, so we're all on different paths then. All different rats.
Which Dark Ritual was Adam playing in his deck?
He was playing, I think, Japanese foil masks. The very swagged out Dark
Oh.
Rituals.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's the best, right? We all agree on that.
Masks.
Masks.
What's number 2 though?
I'm gonna say Ice Age. It's not a popular call, but
That's.
Can I get you to sign this?
oh yeah.
I think we both mentioned that we like the Mirage one a lot. So.
The Mirage one's beautiful too. Yeah, damn, that's close.
There's no bad answers.
What'd you
except for
say your number
Tempest.
2 was? I'm sorry.
I said Ice Age, but Mirage is very close.
All right. Dark Ritual signed by the champion. I'm holding it up to the camera. You can't see it. Congratulations. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
coming out and playing.
Thanks for having an event.
Yeah.
Thanks for everything you do for the community.
Appreciate you too. Thanks. All right, that's a wrap. That's our event. Thanks for joining us. If you're watching the VODs, thanks for watching those too. I'm here with Mike Hoyp, and
Yeah, I guess if people are itching to play Premodern at Misty Mountain, do we know when the next big tournament is? Do we have an idea? Do you have a date set? Do you have a month set? What is
planning
what's
on
the
November.
calendar?
I'm planning on November.
Okay.
I'm planning on November, and I'm planning on January, February for the another one.
Okay.
So
If you're anywhere in the area, I guess like kind of pay attention. We're looking to do this
Yeah.
because it's always fun. I mean, like 32 is a good turnout, but it's also awesome when like people can travel and kind of like make plans and make this a little bit bigger event. So also,
sure.
and we're doing it for charity. So yeah.
always for charity. All right, thanks a lot. See you around. Keep playing Premodern. Love you all.